everybody. Kathy Benz here, and today is Mindset and Motivation Monday. And today we're going to be working on Let Them, which is from Mel Robbins. And I think this is a really good way to start out our week. So today we're going to be diving into something that affects so many of us, especially for empaths, healers, highly sensitive people, intuitives, people having a spiritual awakening. So the Let Them theory has become very popular in the last year, and for good reason. This is really valuable information. So today we're going to be talking about when you're on your spiritual path, how do we fall into the people-pleasing mindset, right? And so this is Mindset Monday, and we're working on the mindset of people-pleasing. And so Mel Robbins, I love her because she takes really complex concepts and she breaks them down into very simple, I think, buzzwords or keywords. I'm listening to her audiobook on YouTube right now, and I'm going to link that below or I'll drop a comment so you can go listen to it. It's 7 hours. Every single minute of it is completely packed with wisdom and stories. She's highly entertaining. She does such a good job with this. But I'm thinking what we need to do today is to go into something like a really nice, deep meditation on this and actually deprogram this people-pleasing at the subconscious level. So in this live today, we're going to do a little grounding, centering exercise. We're going to be dropping into our hearts, and then we're going to do a neuro-linguistic programming, an NLP deprogramming of your people-pleasing. So hopefully you guys super love this, super enjoy it. And what is the Let Them theory? What is people-pleasing? It's really about our need to be liked. And we want to be liked so that we can be safe, right? So if other people like us, we feel like we're safer in those relationships. Also, the fear of disappointing people. What if what I do triggers somebody else, right? And then I want to make everybody happy around me. You notice this because you could be apologizing a lot. You could think about when you're thinking about what you want to do in life, you can actually spend more time thinking about how other people are going to react to this big shift in your life rather than how it's going to benefit you. And when you become a healthy person, each and every one of us are connected to other people. And when we get healthy, it affects our entire friend group, our family group. As if you're a woman, you're a mother, you're a daughter, you're a coworker, you're a spouse. There's so many people that we connect to, and we tend to be the sort of center, and then everything else branches out from us. So if we're not healthy, think about it, we're roots to other people's lives. And if we're not caring for ourselves, then the entire system is unhealthy. So letting go, the Let Them theory, but we're adding in, and this is what Mel does in her book, it's let them think what they want, let them feel the way they feel, let them have their perspective. But it's also, she adds in this concept of let me, right? So let me do what is healthy for me, do what is my passion and my dreams in life. And when we do this, we're living in our purpose. We're living in meaning. We're starting to have this like deeper walk and deeper relationship with life. And every single one of us deserve to have a deeper walk with life. And it's not selfish to have your walk with life that creates love, forgiveness, health, peace, harmony, and happiness within ourselves. We all deserve that. And as empaths, we're very different than the narcissists in the world. The narcissists do great, you guys. The narcissists make more money. They don't do great in their relationships, and they cause a ton of destruction in the world. But they get super rich. They get super popular. Why? Because it's very simple. They have a tendency to make sure that they're getting what they need. And as these like more sensitive, empathic healer types, we tend to think about other people. Like it makes us a good person if we think about other people before we think about ourselves. And the reality of the situation is that we need to be thinking about ourselves so that we can be a healthy system, right? And that means physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, right? When I think about what I need first, then that gives me the resources to actually bring my heart out, to be overflowing with love, with abundance, with joy, so that I could bring that into the world. And we go back to this concept of not trying to serve with an empty cup, because then we're sacrificing, then we're miserable, then we're resentful, then it's an unhealthy karmic balance. I gave from an empty cup, meaning that it hurt me to get to you. And this is not the purpose. This is not what we want to do. If I want to give, I need to be giving from a place of abundance. And if I don't have abundance of either the time or the money or the focus to help people, then really I'm just depleting myself when I do that. And we want to be giving from a place because we're givers. Empaths are givers. Healers, definitely givers, right? We want to give. That makes us happy. But we need to be giving from a place of having the resource spiritually. When you give away, you're actually creating more. Now, in the physical world, if I have something and I give it to you, then I don't have it and you have it. But spiritually and on the mental level, if I've got joy and I give it to you, now we both have joy. And we've increased joy in the world. Like, that's kind of fucking awesome, right? If I have an idea and I give it to you, that's what I'm doing right now is I'm sharing this beautiful idea. Now you have it, I have it, and we have increased it. So this is really the concept of the let them theory, spiritual abundance, being a healthy healer, giving from a place of having resources. So we're going to talk about this concept. It's been blowing my mind, and we're going to take it even deeper with that guided NLP session and deprogramming process as well. We're going to release this pattern energetically, emotionally, and spiritually. So I'm super excited to get into this with you. I think this is going to be enormously beneficial. And so I prefer if you do this with your eyes closed. Now, if you're running around and doing things, if you're at home, that's fine too. You can do this with your eyes open. Just make sure you don't go into some sort of deep trance when you're driving, because I think people tend to do that anyway. And that's just inattentive driving. So maybe you listen to it now and then come back to it later and do a little deeper walk with it, or just anytime you want, you can actually put this recording on and listen to it as you're going through your day. Just kind of getting that back of the mind, subconscious deprogramming as you go through your day. So, if you're ready, let's get started. And we always begin with assume the position is the concept here. And what that means is that we are going to sit up straight. If we lay down, we can fall asleep, right? So sit up straight, feet flat on the ground. Start to center your awareness right behind your eyes. Take a moment to come fully into your body, fully into the present. If it's safe to do so, go ahead and close your eyes. And I'd like you to take a nice, big, deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. You can even do it. Let it go. And in this moment, you can imagine a grounding cord, a connection from the base of your spine, flowing all the way down into the earth. And imagine it anchoring you deeply into the crystalline core of Mother Gaia. Taking a big, deep breath. The body will do what the body knows how to do, which is connect you deeply into the earth. Now bring your awareness right behind your eyes, which is your seat of intuition, and then gently drop your awareness into your heart. Now, staying behind the eyes, we look down at the heart, and I'd like you to connect that deeply. And now bring your awareness to the center of your head and let's say hello to our heart. Staying in the center of your head, I'd like you to open up your heart, and open up your heart. You can put your hand on your heart, your hand on your belly. Focus on those areas and say, I am safe. I am here. Take a big, deep breath. And as you do that, I'd like you to just settle into yourself. And here is the concept that we're working on. If someone doesn't understand my journey, I let them. Take a breath. If someone judges my choices, I let them. Take a nice big deep breath. If someone pulls away from me when I shine brighter, I let them. Take a nice big deep breath. Because their opinions don't belong in the driver's seat of my destiny. Take a nice big deep breath. And as Mel says, let them do what they're going to do. And you keep doing what you're here to do. Take another nice big deep breath. Empaths, healers, intuitive, we've been taught that it is our job to manage other people's emotions. We twist ourselves into shapes so others feel comfortable. Take a nice big deep breath as we say hello to our heart, and once again open it. If thinking about those concepts closed your heart, go ahead and open it again. Breathe into it. And remember, our light was not meant to be dimmed to make others feel comfortable. And breathe. It is safe to let other people misunderstand me. Notice if that lights up any discomfort. Open up your heart again. Breathe into it. It is safe for me to stop seeking approval. Take a nice big deep breath. It is safe to be me. Open up your heart again. The next part of this meditation is where we shift our nervous system, our subconscious, and our energy bodies. Very powerful, you guys. We're going to close our eyes now. And I'd like you to take another nice, big, deep breath. Bring to mind a recent time where you felt judged, misunderstood, or had to shrink who you were to make other people feel comfortable. Take a big deep breath, and I'd like you to focus on that memory. I'd like you to bring that memory to mind. And if you're in a deep enough meditative space, I'd like you to step into that memory. Imagine that you're there now. And I'd like you to feel the emotion of how you felt when you had to shrink yourself to make somebody else feel comfortable. Maybe it's fear, maybe it's guilt, maybe it's anxiety. And I'd like you to imagine that emotion as water, as energy flowing. And I'd like you to notice that that energy is no longer yours to carry. So breathe into it. Even if it feels unsafe to feel this emotion, I'd like to let you know that it is safe to feel it fully, completely, and wholly, and to stay with it, no matter if it drops you to your knees, whether it feels so disorienting. The only way out is through. So stay with that emotion. In your mind's eye, see that situation and say clearly, let them. Let them judge. Let them misunderstand. Let them go. Now take a nice big deep breath, and I'd like you to also add, let me. Let me shine. Let me be happy. Let me be free. And now I'd like you to imagine an image of your higher self, radiant, clear, empowered self. And I'd like you to see this version of yourself walking confidently upon your golden path. In front of you is a beautiful light, a doorway, leading you into your autonomous, joyful self. You're embodying your highest self. And now repeat these affirmations as you stand upon your golden path. I'd like you to imagine that you are moving confidently and clearly forward into this doorway where your higher, most empowered self is living her or his best life. I release the need to be understood by everyone. I have no control over what thoughts arise in other people's minds, and therefore I should let the worry about that go. I release the need to be liked. I reclaim my power for every opinion that never belonged to me. I trust myself. I choose myself. I choose me. Now imagine this new frequency anchoring into your body. It's an emotion, right? We're going to open up our hearts again. We're going to release and be with, and then release whatever is arising for you. And I'd like for you to notice your field expanding, feel yourself shifting, and just recognize that you have now reclaimed a part of yourself that was never meant to be given away. We're going to take one more nice, long, deep breath. Deep, deep, deep. And right above your head, imagine a gorgeous golden light, a golden sun above you. Allow that golden sun now to begin to be filling up with your own unique and beautiful energy signature, calling your energy back from everybody you gave it to, calling your energy back from the past, from those relationships that no longer serve you, from the relationships that diminished you and made you feel small. Take a nice big deep breath and then pull that in. Just reach on up and pull in that golden light. And I'd like you to fill it into your heart, fill it into your first chakra, fill it into your feet, just fill your entire aura. And then imagine yourself glowing brighter, and then open your heart again. Sometimes we close our heart to protect ourselves. It's like a contraction. And what we're looking to do is an expansion. An expansion, when we're not used to it, can feel unsafe, but we just continuously open our heart. And a lot's going to come up when we open up our hearts. That's why we close them down. But this is the discipline. This is the practice. This is how we move forward, is by continuously opening our hearts each time it wants to shut down. And then that leaves space for our higher selves to show up and to start to run the show, as opposed to our more fragile ego that is always trying to define itself and is always trying to be worthy, but the higher self already knows it is. And we're afraid of what will happen if we start to shine our light. And what will happen is how other people think about us will be exposed. And if somebody in my life is in competition with me or secretly doesn't like me or hates it when I win or puts me down when I win or, like those kind of people, the energy vampires, the competitive people. Those people, when we shine our light, exposes who they really are. We're shining our light into their darkness, and suddenly we can see what's really going on. And in that, we can start to choose, not abruptly, not with malice, right? But we can start to choose to give those people less airtime in our life. And we can start to look for those 5 people to bring into our life that actually feed us, supports us. They're doing well. They want us to do well. They celebrate our wins. They love us. They are there to catch us when we fall. That's called a support system. And this is something I like to talk about with my clients and students every day. Who is your support system? Check who's in there. And if they're not actually supporting you, we need to replace them with something that does, or somebody that does, or a mindset that does, or all of those together. Your support system is your doctor, your chiropractor, your friend, even people who are in the service industry, right? Who are there to help make our life better. Just make sure you have the full support system around you. And I'd like you to breathe in, open your heart, and I'd like you to say to yourself, I deserve a support system that supports my spiritual, mental, emotional, physical, intellectual, financial, and abundant life. I deserve a support system that supports each part of my life. And I'd like you to open your heart to yourself. Take a nice big, deep breath. And when you're ready, I'd like you to start to wiggle your fingers and toes. That was just really beautiful. And if you had an experience, an aha moment, something that came up for you as I was talking about the let them theory, or I was talking about the support system, or being an empath or healer that takes care of other people before yourself, how that's affected your life, what you'd like to do differently, I'd love for you to leave a comment and let me know how this meditation helped you today. This is going to be your new baseline. This is your energetic standard. There's no more shrinking. There's no more people pleasing. There's no more handing your power over to others just to stay safe or liked. You are free to not be liked by everyone. This has resonated with you and you'd like to go deeper, I'd love to support you. So I do offer discovery calls and consults to help you clarify your spiritual next steps and see if working together is a good fit for you. So whether you're navigating your spiritual awakening, you're stepping into your gifts, or if you're just wanting to release blocks from the past, I'm here. I have 30 years experience in being a psychic. I've sat with thousands of people for over 10,000 hours of helping people in direct one-to-one sessions. Also teaching clairvoyance and intuition, chakra healing. I'd like to invite you into this space and into this community, and I will leave a space to book a call with me. And thank you for being here. I see you. I honor you. I honor your journey, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks, guys.